Hey everybody in YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be demoing the new release in the Storm line, the Fate, the newest Belmo ball. Haven't really had the chance of throwing too many of the other Belmo balls, if we're going to be completely honest. I had a trend, I liked it, so we'll see where this one kind of fits. It does feature the REX Pearl cover stock, which is probably one of my favorites out right now. I love it on the Night Road, love it on the Infinite Physics, and I know a lot of people loved it on the Dark Road. So what we're going to do is we got the Night Road out here today, and of course the other newest release, the Phaze V, which is another strong symmetrical pearl. We're going to kind of see how this stacks up to the other two and where it might fit in your bag if you have either of those two balls as well. Let's go hit the lanes and find out. All right, out here on the lanes, got some practice out here. 25-26, these are freshly oiled for me, so 25-26 here. This is our starting spot here. Alrighty, not quite sure I got around that first one the way I intended, so same thing around 25-26. Let's see if we can get to go through the pins a little bit better. All right, obviously, that one went through the pins a little bit better. Let's see if we can leave another one here. Same exact thing, 26-27 now. Moved a little half left. Let's see what we got. Alrighty, so first three shots, pretty solid from what I would say. First shot, I'm not quite sure I got around as much as I wanted to, so the ball kind of checked a little bit earlier and rolled up. A nice little light mix. Second shot, obviously got around a little bit more. Looked about as good as could possibly be. One thing I do have to say is I've been throwing this ball for about a week now, and I like to get a good feel for a ball before I throw it out here. And that's about like the 9th Stone 8 I've left with that ball in this first week. So obviously we don't want to get 9, but if Stone 8 is going to be the 9 you're going to get, I'm pretty excited about it. And then that last one just kind of jumped one left, added a little bit more tilt, went through the pins a lot better. We're going to compare it now to the Night Road and the Phaze V, and we'll see what these other symmetrical balls in the Storm line have to show us. All right, moving into the Night Road now. And the practice shots we threw this ball is about 3 or 4 less. Similar shape, same cover, so REX on the Fate and the Night Road. Just gonna square up my angles a little here. All right, so that one was about 4. I'm gonna move 3 right now. First one kind of read a little early. I was a little afraid of it going high. I did go high flush, so that's not a problem. But let's kind of see what we got here, moving one left. All right, so 4 pin was a little user error. I think I got a little soft, so just kind of gonna stay aggressive here. Make sure the ball comes off my hand nice and firm. All right, so after those few shots with the Night Road, we can kind of see it is a little bit of a weaker ball. The core is obviously much weaker, a lot more rolly, not as jerky in the back. First shot was nice. It was about a 4-board difference. Really liked the way I went through the pins. It was high, it read a little early, so I moved one left. User error, probably threw it a little bit slower than I needed to, so that 4 pin was probably on me. Next shot, kind of wanted to correct it, make sure I stay firm, see if I got through it. Might have been a little left. To be honest, I thought it was pretty good off my hand. Light 8-10, could have been probably a 2-8-10. It's just, you can see it's not as forgiving of a ball, so it's obviously going to be on your weaker end. It's probably the step down from the Fate as the lanes start to dry up. Fate, probably a good place to start. Night Road, probably a good place to go down to. Next, we're going to try out the Phaze V. I got them pretty similar. I'm kind of going to talk you through these next 3 shots, and we'll see what comparisons we can draw. All right, first shot with the Phaze V here. Gonna be about one board right of where I was with the Fate. Now it's important to know I did hit both of these with a 4000 finish, so if it doesn't look super polished, it's because it's got a nice fresh 4000 on it. Whatever. All right, I was impressed with that first one. Again, that was like one right. The thing about the Phaze V that I see that I kind of want you to make sure you keep your eyes on as I throw these shots, it's a little bit longer and a little bit smoother. Could be the layout. All right, so that last one did leak it right a little. I'm gonna move one left here, get a little bit softer, move my angles in, just to kind of see what different reactions we're looking at. All right, so shots with the Phaze V are done. All three of them, as you can kind of see, went through the pins the same way. Ball does store up a good amount of energy, being a pearl. The one thing I did want to draw attention to that I usually don't have the issue with is most of these are laid out the same. I usually like the pin down layout with a 4-inch pin to pat. But the one thing I did differently, because I kind of knew what I was getting into with the Phaze V and a stronger ball down lane, was I added a little bit of a pin buffer. So as you can see, this one's got a 4-inch pin buffer. My other two balls, usually everything that I drill for videos, is about 3.5 to 3 3/4 inch pin buffer. What the larger pin buffer is going to do is just going to give me a little bit more of a smoother down lane reaction. It's not necessarily going to take away any hook potential. It's just not going to be as jerky. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into the Fate. We're going to kind of go back to where we started now. I'm going to show you, now that we've had a look at the other two balls, what this is going to look like in 3 different parts of the lane. We're going to kind of be standing, you know, somewhere where we should be, and then I'm going to explore a little bit left, maybe take a big jump left, and a little bit right, maybe take a big jump right, and we'll see if the Fate is capable of still striking from all those different areas. Let's go check it out. All right, so kind of going to where we think the A game is here again. Just gonna move about a board left from where we started. Goal is just to kind of see if we can get this to go through the pins a little bit more firm than the Phaze V did. All right, so that first shot was kind of where we thought we had to be. Gonna explore a little now. I was gonna move about 5 or 6, but Mr. Videographer Buddy here told me really open it up. So we're gonna go about 7 or 8. I wanna really try and soften up the speed, see if we can get this ball to turn the corner. All right, so now we have a little bit of a roadblock down lane. The mechanic is fixing the masking unit, so stay focused, guys. No, all right, so we're moving right here. 7 or 8 right. Gonna back my hand out of it and stay firm. See what we got. All right, so again, pretty much exactly what we wanted there. I spoke to it while I was out here bowling. First shot, you can just kind of see how the ball just faced up. Had a little bit more kick in the back. Phaze V is a little bit older, it's got more games on it, so it might have to do with that. I did give it a fresh 4000 before we started, so it's not like, you know, it had this really dirty cover on it. I'm a big fan of how smooth the Phaze V is. This ball is just a step up for me. It is just a huge step up. I've loved it every time I've thrown it. You saw me move left, crumbled the big 4, trip 4 Tuesday. It's not Tuesday though. But listen, man, you move left, it saves its energy, it gets through the pins well. You can play your A game, the ball squares up real nice. We saw the Stone 8 earlier, dead flush there. Moved right, squared up, backed my hand out of it, stayed firm. The ball held line, saved its energy. High speed, low speed, lots of hand, little bit of hand. Ball goes dead flush and strikes from anywhere. Comes out within the next week, I believe around November 18th with the Zen U. Get yours today. Thanks, guys.